Good evening, Mr. Belvin. Thank you for taking your time to meet us through online. I'm Navina.
Hi. Hi, Navina.
Hello, I'm Yogalakshmi.
Hi, Yoga.
Hi sir, my name is Lakshmi Kantan. Hi sir, my name
Hi,
is
Lakshmi Kandan.
We are from UNICEF. Would like to have an interview section regarding real estate resources.
Can.
The first question is what type of purchasing does real estate resources do?
Okay, first and foremost, actually, my company don't purchase anything or we don't sell anything, but we are a source vendor of supplying manpower to the company which is lack of manpower. So we are supplying workers actually.
Okay. Next, how do you find vendors for real estate resources?
Okay, actually, finding vendors under the manpower sector is like kind of hard actually. Firstly, you need to promote first your company to the social media first, and then you have to have friends or your family, your relative. So you like, which means that you have to like keep asking about and talking about your company to all these people and then publish up your company in social media, something like that. And then another one more, we will be like walking to a company by a company. It's not like every company that we are going to walk, it's like a randomly selected company. So we will see that firstly we will be like if like say we want to promote our business to another company, so that the company will bring us is like we will survey first the company. We will survey the company first, and then we will see the whether they're having a manpower supplier like a foreigners, something like that. So then only we'll be going and approaching them by giving our visiting card to them, and then our company templates and everything, so that in future, who knows, maybe they'll be calling us to recruit us to make us as a vendor towards their company.
Thank you, Mr. Belvin. Next, Mr. Kandan will be asking you the further question.
You're most welcome, Navin.
Hi sir.
Yes,
Hi.
Lakshmi Kandan.
Can you share how the it's supplier, what factors that look when designing?
Sorry, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You tell me, repeat back your question, please.
Yeah, can sir. Can you share how the company sources its supplier, and what factor do you look at when deciding on supplier?
Okay, firstly, what I will look on this is first of all, everything I need to check on the company whether the company is sustainability towards the manpower that they are taking from me or no. Firstly, like what kind of job they are doing. Secondly, how long the job will be proceeding. Third, and how the payment terms will be paying out. Like you see, like certain vendors, they will be like having like a 1 month payment, 2 months payment. Sometimes they'll be having up to 6 months payment and everything. So this one all everything we need to really go into it and check, because we simply cannot like accept for everything what the vendors are telling to us. Because why, one day if let's say we were accepting all this, our company might have funds issue, something like workers issue. Because why, the payment is not being coming and we can't level up our company income towards our client and towards our staff as well. So in all this we will need to see in everything, and then only we will put our legs in, and then only we'll go further up our conversation regarding this.
Thank you, sir. And one more question. What criteria does the company use when making purchasing decision, and who is involved in the process?
Okay, so basically is for me like I'm the MD here. So what I will do is, firstly, if let's say my downline, which is my finance manager or my manager and my HR, if let's say one of these people are getting the contract or what, something like that, if let's say we are getting another business coming in, we will be making I will be ensuring that all these people will be having a meeting together, all right, and then finalize after all everything, the meeting all has been done, and then they will be having ideas and how to prolong all this company and everything, and then lastly I will make the decision out of it. So basically, my finance manager, my admin, and then because we need to see our company funds. That is why I need to bring the finance manager in, and then the HR I need to bring in because I need to check on the company updates, company resourcement, and everything. And then my manager, my operation manager, I need to bring him in as well for the discussion because he will be operating the during the operation time. So now all this we will be having a conversation and a meeting up, and then lastly, based on the conversation only, I will be making the final decision.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Hello, sir. The next question will be asked by me. Okay, I want to ask who is responsible for making purchasing decision in the company? Is it handled by an individual or a team?
Okay. Making decision, we will be like having a discussion within the team. Yes, we will be having a team. I can't make the decision by my own self, but I will be making the decision. The final decision will be making upon after the completion of the discussion within my team members, and lastly I will be making the final decision after talking to my team. So basically,
Uh,
team will be suggesting something to me, and then I will be proceeding for the decision.
okay, thank you, sir. I want to ask you one more question. That is, what is the company's policy when making purchasing decision? Are there specific guidelines or criteria that must be followed?
Yes, yes, definitely there will be having a very specific thing during the signing up for the contract and everything. Firstly, I need to check on the companies, whether the company is being sustainability towards the safety towards my staff. Secondly, I need to assure that if the company is a very good paymaster, and then lastly I would really need to check if let's say I am doing the business. I just give you an example, like I am a company A and that is a company B. So the company B is hiring me for me to do the job. So after I done the job and everything, I will be creating an invoice for them to get the payment for what I'm doing it. But I will make sure that my payment, I mean my requesting of the invoice towards the company, it must be like me to the party and that party towards me. So there will be no anybody in between. Like that they definitely they will have a middleman in between. So that means they will, when the company is going to make the payment to my company, and there will be a middleman will come and have their own cut, and after they have their own cut, and then they'll come and give it to me the balance. So I will make sure that the thing don't have. If don't have only, then only I will be proceeding for everything. So basically, it will be like 100% transparency between me and the client. There is no any in between. Third party will be coming in and then sharing our profit and everything. There will be no anything by like that. It will be like fully 100% transparency between me and the company. So I will be checking on all this, because this type of things all I will be asking directly towards the client that I'm going to work with. So because when because I'm a labor supplier company, whereby I have the power to come and ask the company, when the company want to hire me, I'll have the rights to go and ask them how safe if my company is working for y'all. So F to have the decision or the answer for the question that I am asking about.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your better clarification of the
No
question.
problem. No problem. So is there any question you guys need to know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
How do you find during finding vendors? Do you find it's hard or easy for you to find vendors?
Okay, actually, when I started my company in a low state, actually, I didn't invest anything for my company, nothing. To be honest, I didn't start anything for my company. Normally, if you check on other vendors and everything, they will be investing like tons of money, and then they will start having contract and everything. But myself, I start from zero, which means that firstly, I work for a company first. I work for a company first, and then from that company, when I'm working, I'll be working like 2 3 years, because that time I'll be working depending on what career you are working in. Like I'm working in a career of logistic under the line of surveyor. So when you are under the line of surveyor under logistic, you will be meeting up a lot of client. You will be meeting up the transportation client, you will be meeting up the logistic client, you will be meeting up the sales and purchasing client, and everything you'll meet up. So we will be seeing all of them, and then at the same time we will be giving our phone number as our contact number towards them, so that in future they might be calling us due to settle up the job. So while I'm working time, and then they will be asking me, do you have any people who can come to work part time? And then it's just like a short term of period of time of working, so where they called it as casual workers. Casual workers means like in a week maybe 2 times or 3 times only they'll be coming and work. So other than that, they won't be coming. When they call to come only, then only they will be coming for work. So that is called casual workers. So that time I'll bring my friends in, come in first. So when I'm bringing my friends and coming in, so when the time the thing is like already like 1 year 2 years already passed by already, so I was thinking that suddenly, what if I started my own self? That means, why don't I be a vendor directly? So once I already captured the client everything into my hand, that time only I started to promote individually what am I doing. So I will tell this, and then I give my company's folio and everything, my background, my biodata about my regards about my company. I'll give to everybody. So that time they will be calling me up to ask if you really have sufficient workers for this company, what type of workers, and what is your qualification in your workers and everything. They'll be asking me. But to be honest, finding client is not an easy job. It's not an easy job. It is very very hard for you to gain, because why? You'll be having like a competition. Like not only my company are doing manpower supplier, there I think there's a lot of companies are doing labor supplier, foreigners, Malay's team, and then Indian team, and then Pakistan teams, Nepal and everything. So there will be a lot of competitor. So basically, when I analyze all this, I see the competitors is fighting between them, because why? All of them are having foreigners. All of them are having foreigners. But after I'm seeing all that, I started to think and analyze myself with my team. How am I supposed to sustain this business? That is why I started to implement my business only Malaysian local only. I am doing as a vendor for the manpower supplier. So that is why when I go and promote my business to everybody, everyone will be like, oh, you are keeping all local people, is it, and everything. So because why they don't want foreigners, because foreigners is having problem in education wise, number one, communication skill, writing skill, and then it's very hard for them to get instruction from the client and do the job. So if we bring Malaysian, because Malaysian is like, we have Tamil language, English language, and BM language and everything, so they are easy for them to communicate with them, and then the job can be done easily. That is why I bring in local people to come in, and then I start up this. Like how Navina was asking, how is it hard or not to find a client and everything? Yes, it is hard. But firstly, you need to know more people first. To know more people and to be with the people, you can't be like 1 month, 2 months. No, I'm talking about years. Because then only you'll be having like mutual understanding between you and the client, and then the trustworthy towards the client. Once you have the trustworthy towards the client, then only they will be trusting you, and then they will be giving you the contract to you. Then only you can be working towards them.
The final question, sir. Do you mind us to share your portfolio for our report?
Yeah, sure, can.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
And that's all from us. Thank you for your time.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you so much.
No
Thank
problem.
you. Thank you, sir, for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me for your interview.